From our week 2 session, we discuss, ano yung discuss natin? We discuss about soundness. Hindi to about sa tunog or, the literal sound. But when it comes to English subject or to written, uh, to English skills or to English concept, soundness means the quality of being based on valid reasons, good judgment, or reasoning. So kapag sinabi natin your argument or your statement is sound, hindi ibig sabihin na malakas or your sound is, high or low, but it means that if your statement is sound, it means they are based on valid reason. So pag sinabi kong pogi si Tutor Ellie, anong reason mo? Paano mo nasabing pogi si Tutor Ellie? Yan, if you were able to enumerate all those reasons, valid yung reason mo, ibig sabihin, Tutor Ellie, that statement is sound enough. Okay? So yun po. So we're able to discuss about finding the truth based on valid reasons and um specifically the soundness of author's reasoning. Could we believe someone if he or she is credible enough to say that something? For example, if you want to consult about a specific ailment you have, may sipon ka, you have a fever, or you have headache, sino ba yung punang pupuntahan nyo? My dear tutors, of course, walang iba kundi yung medical professional, specifically doctor. So, they are sound. Okay, we have to look for the reasoning of the author. How could we say that the author, is truthful or has sense with reasoning? So these are the things that we have to consider. First one, we have to know who is the author. Is he credible ba? Is he good when it comes to that aspect? May alam ba siya when it comes to that situation? Kasi if not, that is not sound at all. The second one, saan ba yung source na publish? What information does the source include? What does it look like? O baka fake news lang yan? Number four, when? Baka masyado naman yan updated. O updated ba yan pero we still have to look for other resources para maging valid yan. And why did the author create the source? Bakit nga yan? Is it because emotions ba? Or trabaho niya talaga yun to create that statement? Or something? Bakit niya ginawa? Yung source na yon, maybe gusto niya lang mag-profile proliferate ng fake news or disinformation. That's not good. Alam natin yan. Okay? So, we have also learned from week 2 that who this question is one of the most important questions we have to ask. Syempre naman, no, ang una talagang tatanungin natin, sino naman tong tao na, who is this person? Is he credible? Sabi ko kanina, halimbawa, if you would like to ask for the prices of building materials, iko-consult mo ba yung teacher nyo? Iko-consult mo ba yung, let's say, jeepney driver? Of course not. Titingnan natin who are the persons who are credible enough, who are valid when it comes to talking, when it comes to the situation. Siyempre, when we talk about, building materials, pwedeng tanungin natin yung mama sa hardware, or could be an engineer or an architect. Perhaps they could know something about what you would like to ask to them. Ano po? That's right. Kailangan nating magtanong doon sa taong credible. Wag doon sa taong baka based on emotions lang, galit na galit siya sa tao. Wag doon, okay? Or else it would be bias. So yun po yung session natin from last week. Ngayon, ito, make sure you have that person is respected in the field. Hindi pwedeng may narinig ka lang na chismis. Sabi ni Marites, magtatanong ka doon. Halimbawa, nung nag-COVID quarantine, um, ano ba yung mga medications when it comes to COVID kapag nagka-COVID ka? Will you ask your neighborhood si Marites ba? Siya ba yung credible in that kind of aspect? We have to know that that person, if he or she is respected on the field, kailangan mga medical professionals, may degree ba siya? Does she have a degree when it comes to that topic? Or does he or she have published already books or articles when it comes to that topic? Kasi if those indicators are check, then they are valid or credible source of information. That their reasoning could be sound enough. Okay? So, ayun po ano, for week 3, we'll be talking about making inferences and our module references. Thank you very much sa ating SDO Navotas quarter module for one of our sources for this session. And of course, Region 9. Ano, alam mo yon even, alam nyo yon even here in Itolay, we are sourcing out from different references because we want our information to you valid and credible enough. Hindi pwedeng isa lang. We are sourcing out from internet, from DepEd suggested references, from the modules made by DepEd officials, DepEd teachers. And po, as far as Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula, Quarter 4, Module 2. Salamat po sa development team. Uh, yep. Thank you very much for your efforts. Now, our objective for this tutorial session for English 9 is we have to describe inference based on the presented materials. Then po, second one, we have to recognize the importance of providing evidence in making inferences. And the last one, nandiyan na si Tutor Job, kung nakikita nyo, tapusin ko lang to, we have to create inferences from the given textual and non-textual materials. And po, so before we proceed with this activity, dire-diretso na lang tayo. Ayun, batiin naman natin. let's acknowledge the presence of our co-tutor from Nueva
Thank you,
Vizcaya.
sir.
Hello, Tutor Job. Kumusta?
Hello, good afternoon to Reddy. Good morning, dear learners. Hello po. Pasensya na, medyo masama kasing panahon dito, kaya medyo nahihirapan ako sa
Yeah.
connection kanina. So, anyway, sige, let's proceed po.
Okay? So, ito Tutor Job, ito yung first activity natin with our grade 9 learners, online learners. They have to guess the gibberish. Okay? The gibberish. In wherein there would be a series of nonsense words that will be shown and they have to figure
Right.
out that one word out of them. So, familiar ba kayo dito sa guess the gibberish? Yung nakikita nyong filter sa Instagram. Yung you have to
Oo nga
guess the
eh.
gibberish. Oo.
Yeah,
Alam
so I
niyo ba
hope
to?
ready na din no yung mga daliri nila no na sumagot,
Oh, yes. So,
mabilis yan.
hulaan nyo lang naman kung ano yung word na sinasabi doon based on the series of words. Example, magbigay tayo tutor job ng example. Ito kaya,
All right. Yan.
basahin natin.
So, ang tip dito, di ba, Tutor Ellie, you have to say these words out loud. Say
Yes,
these words
they have
out
to say
loud.
the words out loud, malakas talaga, paulit-ulit. Okay? They have to repeat the same words out loud.
And let's
So,
see if they can guess this
mhm.
gibberish.
Okay.
Sige.
Example lang naman to, about this one.
Oo.
Sige nga, tutor job.
O yan o. An TU to Ors. Oreos.
Ano kaya to? So may
TU2
sagot na
ors.
sila. So sabi ni Sean Vincent dito, tutor job,
Yan,
theories
yes.
daw? Is
Theory.
that the theories ba? Pwede? It sounds like naman. Sabi ni Aizel, it
Pwede.
tutors.
Malapit,
Tingnan
malapit.
natin. Okay, tama
Yes,
si Aizel,
it's
it's tutor.
tutor.
So gets na nila for sure how is this game done? How is this activity done? Ano po?
Alright.
So, yan ang example natin. Tingnan natin for sabi ni tutor may Oreos.
Oo, gutom din ako eh, no?
Yan ang tutor may sa background, ay sa ano natin, sa backstage, Oreos. Ayan, nagugutom na kasi, it's
Yeah.
3 merienda time. So next, sige nga. How about this one? Okay. Key, Ray, eating. What is that one word na that you could formulate out of these words? Ano tutor job ang nakikita mo right now sa comment box? Medyo
Ayan,
no, delay
sabi niya,
tayo.
nasa number 1 pa lang sila eh, no?
Number
Oh,
one.
we're in number
Delay
2
tayo
na.
ng konti. Sige.
Ray eating.
Okay.
Ray eating. Oh, may nagsabi
Alright.
po, creating. May nagsabi,
Hmm?
catering. Nagugutom
Gutom
na
na
ulit
talaga.
talaga ako.
Are you tutors, are you hungry or are you hungry still? Weren't you able to eat your lunch? Okay, the correct answer here is tama sila Shia and the rest are really
Yeah,
it's creating.
creating.
Okay, tandaan
Very
nyo yung
nice.
words na yun ha. Okay, next set of words. Ano kaya ito? Sige, tutor Joe.
Kaya number 3, no, well, led, G.
Ano kaya
No,
ito?
well, lead G. Yan,
Ayan
sige
ha,
nga.
hulaan. Try to
Number
guess.
3.
Mhm.
Sige.
What is
Don't
this
forget to
one
indicate
word?
yung number ng item natin para alam natin kung ano yung
Yes.
sinasagutan.
Please indicate the number. Ayun, tama si
Ayan,
Tutor.
nag-isip pa ata sila. Ayan, may sagot na po si Antoinette Hernandez Dave
Ano yung sagot niya,
Ramos.
Tutor Joe?
Sabi nila, knowledge.
Let's see if that is a knowledge. All right, that's
Yes,
right.
very good.
Very
Ayan,
nice.
all of them answered knowledge.
Okay, how about this one? The fourth one.
Sabi niya dito,
Conclusion. Conclusion. I think that's very obvious. Dave, sige,
sige,
they're
tingnan
still
natin.
answering. Medyo delay
Ayan,
pa
may
tayo.
sagot na po si Sean Vincent, Princess
Mhm.
Joy Labayog, Francis
Okay,
Katrina
also,
Velarde.
Jazel Turqueza Mateo has an answer. Antoinette Hernandez. All right, the answer is none other than
Conclusion. Very good.
conclusion. Galing naman nila. They're trained for this. They were born for this. Ano po? Sige. The fifth one. What do you think is
Number
this?
5. Number 5.
Eobidence.
Sige nga.
Eobidence. What do you think is the answer?
Number 5.
The fifth one. Ayun. The Francis
May
Catrina
sagot na.
Velarde.
Nice.
Aizel, Marnelli, Precious Joy. They have an answer already.
Yes,
Tutor
yes.
Joke, evidence ba ang sagot? Ang sagot? Is the answer?
Tingnan
Let's see.
natin.
Okay. Oh,
Yes, they are right.
evidence.
Very good.
Okay, how about the sixth one? Dire-diretso ta. Eto, medyo, it's quite challenging.
Exist pair yens.
They're still on the number
Meron
5.
ba?
We'll wait for their answers. Nandiyan na yan.
Yes, number 5 pa lang. Mukhang delayed lang talaga tayo.
Delay lang
Ayan,
tayo.
may sagot na
It's
po si
okay.
Francis.
Excited
Velarde,
ako
Princess Labayog, Christina Acera, Dave Ramos. Pare-pare sila ng mga answer. Marnelli, Mauricio. Oh, hello ma'am. Rachel Colili, Lea Castro. Ayan, lahat sila sumagot ng experience.
Is experience the answer for this one? This gibberish words? Yes, experience. Pero let's ano lang ha, some of the students here, our online learners, medyo they may spell the word experience. So take note of the correct spelling of the experience.
Yes,
Ano po?
yes.
It's EXPERIENCE. So take note of that. Ano po? Some also answered
Careful.
experience. So there's no such thing. It's experience. Okay, the
Baka
seventh one.
nag-typo lang. And number 7. In
About number
fair
7.
hands. In fair hands.
Siguro, it's already given.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious? Tutors, why are you giving such obvious activity or item? Right.
Ay, mukhang hati ang sagot natin ngayon.
Yes.
May
So,
sumagot
Crystalline
ng...
Acera, si Crystalline and Carlo, sabi nila, it's
In fairness. Charot.
In fairness. Sabi din ni Azel, it's in fairness. So, copy-paste na lang ba ito, students?
Up. Careful.
No, it's not
The
in
answer.
fairness. It's not in fairness. But,
The correct
sabi
answer
ni
is...
John Cal,
Sige natin.
it's also Sean Vincent, Richelle, it's inference. Alright? So, ang gagaling nyo when it comes to guessing the giverish words. Sabi ko nga, you are trained and you are born for this activity. Ang gagaling nila. Ibig sabihin, at least they have a well-rounded vocabulary. They were able to answer the giverish, the word from this giverish series of words. So, yun po. So, we have had this words. We have creating. We have knowledge. Ano pa, tutor job yung mga nahulaan natin?
Yes. Ano tayong sinabi kanina? Conclusion, evidence, experience, And finally, inference.
Yeah. So these are words actually, tutor job related. These are words that are related to the main big word here, which is
Mhm.
inference. So from in the comment box, could you please, define what inference? Okay, could you describe inference based on these words that you have provided sa ating comment box, kahit isa lang. So naka 6, binilang talaga nila. Some had 7 out of 7, 6 out of 7. Very nice. Okay, very, very nice. Some out 6, they got 6 out of 7. Now from
Mhm.
this, could you make a description, or could you describe inference using all of these words? Sana dapat
Mhm.
meron yung creating, merong knowledge, merong conclusion, evidence, meron din experience. So, tingnan natin.
Yeah.
Mhm. Out of these words, you have to create the definition of inference. So si John Kyle already answered tutor Job, pero I think that's
Yeah.
taken from somewhere else. So, Frances Katrina Velarde, ano yung sagot niya dito, tutor Job? Meron na
Yan
siya.
sabi ni Francis Katrina Velarde. Inference is a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning.
Yep, tama. Kaya pwede
That is
naman,
right.
it could be. What could be? It's a conclusion, tama naman. How about the others? Ayun, Ma'am Marnelly Balayan Mauricio, thank you ma'am for encouraging your students, and you
Thank you
yourself, you're
po.
present here with us. Thank you very much po for your appreciation. Thanks for this game. Salamat daw, tutor Job, sa game na to. It's exciting and it
Uh,
promotes critical thinking. Thank you very much po. Yan, salamat Ma'am Marnelly. Oh, sabi ni Sean Vincent, inference are steps in reasoning. Pero Sean, wala naman ditong word na reasoning. So you have to create a description or definition of inference based on these words that we have guessed so far. Okay, so it's a conclusion rich. Tingnan na nga natin, ano ba tutor Ellie, tutor Job yung inference? So tutor Job, what is an inference?
all right. So basically, take note of this, dear learners. Inference is the process of drawing conclusion based on the available evidence plus previous knowledge and experience. Okay?
Mhm. So, hindi lang pala talaga shooter job, mere conclusion. Ano?
Yeah, that's right.
It's based on available evidence plus previous
Mhm.
knowledge. And
That's right.
more than that, it also means going beyond the words of the text. Hindi lang pwedeng you just have to see the text, you have to read the text, and that's it. You have to go beyond the words to make judgment about what is not there, but it's
Mhm.
implied or hinted. Okay, so that's
That's right.
inferring or making an inference. So yon, example dito tutor job. Let's try
Yeah.
to let them infer from this situation. So, ano tong situation na nandito?
Okay, so think of this, dear learners. Your girl best friend is not talking to you. So what do you think is going on?
Ano kaya?
Yeah? What do you
Could
think
you,
does that mean?
ano kayang ibig sabihin nito? Bakit kaya galit
If
yung,
you're
bakit kaya galit? Why do you think your girl best friend is not talking to you? David,
Mhm.
John, Kyle, Colleen, what could you infer from this situation? There are many, many possible answers of this. What do you think kaya? If your girl best friend is not talking to you right now, okay, what do you think is the answer? What do you think is the situation? What do you think is going on? So sabi ni Graciela
Yeah.
dito, Twitter Job, she
Yeah,
has
sabi
an
nga ni
answer.
Graciela eh, maybe she's mad. Hmm.
Pwede. She's mad. Pwede naman. Tama naman yun, no? If I don't talk to you, maybe I'm
Mhm.
mad also.
Pwede.
Kathleen has an answer. Sabi niya dito, tutor
Yeah.
job, misunderstanding. Perhaps that
Mhm.
could be true. If
Pwede.
we had a conversation and I misunderstood you, I got mad also, yan, I will not talk to you. Perhaps, sabi ni Precious Joy, she's busy. Pwede naman, tutor
Mhm.
job. If you're busy, tutor
Yeah.
job, okay,
Pwede rin.
will you still talk to others? If especially you are right now on a training, you will not
Ayan,
avoid
maybe sabi pa ni
responsibility. Hmm?
Yes, may sabi pala ni Graciela, she has a problem. Maybe she has a problem.
Mm. So there are many there are various as various inference that we could take that we could draw from this situation about this girl best friend not talking to you. So what are the examples?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. So here they are, okay? One, it could be that, your girl best friend is mad at you. Tama, tutor. Pwede naman, no? Tama,
Mm-hmm.
nasabi na nila. Perhaps, she failed the exam. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Pwede naman talaga. She's mad because she failed the exam. How about number three and the rest of the rest of the
Yeah.
inferences? Ano pa kaya iba?
Sabi, number three, sabi maybe she's on her period. Diba?
Pwede
Or
naman.
she's not on the mood. Or
Mhm.
pwedeng something practical like she lost her FB password. O,
Tama
diba?
naman. If the context is,
Mm-hmm.
you are talking in social media or through Messenger or social media
Mm-hmm.
application, perhaps she lost her FB password kaya hindi kayo magkakontakan, di ba? So there
Yeah.
are many possible reasons or explanations why your girl best friend is not talking to you. And these
That's right.
statements are examples of what? They are. Yes, inference. Okay, walang iba, inference. Okay, here we can have a lot of inferences. Napakadaming inferences ang pwede nating makuha dito from the situation. However, sabi nga dito, Tutor Job, parang mahina ata internet ni Tutor Job right now. We could not infer totally if there are only little details presented. Tama? Hindi tayo pwede mag-infer na, ito talaga yung explanation bakit she is not anymore talking to me if there are only little details presented kapag konti lang. Dapat meron tayong enough details in order to know what is the real explanation or the correct inference that we could have here. Ano po? Example, when we infer, we make conclusion. Sabi ni Tutor Job kanina, na medyo nawala si Tutor Job right now. We make conclusions based on evidence and reasoning. Yung statement ba kanina, yung situation kanina ay enough ba yun? May enough details ba siya? Of course, hindi. Kulang na kulang. No? Sinabi lang doon na the girl best friend is not talking to you. So the details are not enough para malaman natin what is the real reason behind that situation. So how about we change the example? So your girl best friend is not talking to you. 3 days ago, she was struggling with her abdomen and she seems very blue and pale. What do you think is going on? Now, which of these inferences do you think is the right one? Ano po? Based on that additional details that we have, which of this inference, okay, which of this inference is the right one? Okay. Is it number one, two, three, four, or five? Tama ka, Frances. You're correct. That's right. She might be on her period. Okay? You might be she might be on her period. Tama naman, no? Kapag nakita nyo, yung classmate nyo, your girl best friend nyo, she's suffering from something, she has stomach ache, or masakit yung ulo, or she seems very blue and pale, ang makikita nyo doon, she's not, perhaps she's mad, but also, more specifically, she is on her period. And having a period for women, especially on your age, is very normal. Ano po, wag nyong ikakahiya, wag nyong ikakahiya that you are having a period because that's something that's normal. Okay, that's something that is normal and there's nothing wrong with that. Kapag wag nyo silang papahiyain, especially pag nakita nyo na they're having their menstruation because again, that is normal. There's nothing to be ashamed of that. Ano po? Hindi mali, wag nyong gawin yun ha. Do not bully your girl classmates or anyone who's having a period. That's not something to be laugh about. Ano po? Remember that. Okay? We can arrive with one correct inference if we are given more evidence. Tama naman, di ba? Kapag we have more evidence or more details, you can arrive with one correct inference. Okay? So how do we know? Okay, tama. How do we know? How do we know that we are inferring? So these are the things that we are trying to think of, or we are thinking of. Okay, so you are inferring when you think that, example, why did this character do that? Oh, bakit niya to ginawa? Why did why did he do this and that? How sad or wonderful. I think he'll turn out to be like this. She must feel sad or she must feel angry because this is what happened to him or her. I feel that if that were me, I've felt like that before. So, ganun yung mga thinking, ganun yung mga ideas that running on your mind when you are already inferring. So, these are the things that you'll eventually know that ikaw pala ay already, you are inferring. Sorry for the typo of the spelling of inferring. Ako na mismo magbe-mention. It's only a typo. Ano po? I can just hear or feel or smell that. So, ganun. So, you are already inferring when you try to think of these sentences or statements. So the real message of this book, when you try to, after you read this specific book or excerpts, so if ganyan yung thinking mo, you are already inferring. I wonder if the writer is trying to say that the character is this or that, or the venue or the location is this. So yun, those are examples that you are, or those are examples or manifestations, my dear online learners, that you are already inferring. So hindi natin alam na we are already inferring, but we are already. Pag ganito pala iniisip natin. Ano po? So, that's activity number 2. Guilty beyond reasonable doubt. This is a riddle, so you just have to answer the question. So here's the situation, my dear online learners. So basahin natin to ha. One night, a man receives a call from the police. The police tell the man that his wife was murdered and that he should reach the crime scene as soon as possible. So yung sabi ng police, he should go to the crime scene as soon as possible. The man drops the phone, shocked, and drives 20 minutes to the crime scene. Now, as soon as the man reaches the crime scene, what happened? The police immediately arrest him and he is convicted of murder. Bakit kaya? What do you think, my dear online learners, sa inyo teachers who are there watching us? How did the police know that he committed the crime? Or why did the police arrested immediately the man upon arriving on the crime scene? Bakit kaya? What do you think? Mhm. Ayun, ang bilis ng utak ni David. It's fast. Okay? So, sabi ni David, ni Precious, ni Frances, because, the police didn't say where the crime is or the location of the crime. So, why did he know? Tama. Ang galing naman ng mga students na to. The policeman didn't tell the man where the crime scene was, but the man knew. So, di ko naman sinabi kung nasaan yung crime scene, tapos pumunta ka dito. So, you are perhaps guilty beyond reasonable doubt. You are convicted of a murder. Galing. Galing naman. Ako nga hindi ko to agad nakuha the very first thought, hindi ko talaga to nakuha. Pero ang galing ng mga students natin sa grade 9. That's nice. Keep on going. How about this second activity? Ito medyo challenging to. A serial killer kidnap people and offer them 2 pills. Okay? Both the pills were the same in content and appearance. Pareho lang naman yung laman, pareho lang naman ang appearance. Whichever pill a victim took, the serial killer took the other one. Pareho lang naman daw yung content and appearance. So, yun, tig-isa sila. The victim took the pill with water and died. And the killer survived all the time. Now, okay, so ito pala yung plot twist. The killer survived. How did the killer manage to get a harmless pill? What do you think? Bakit namatay yung victim? Tapos yung serial killer was able to survive. Pareho lang naman yung content and appearance ng pill. What do you think is the logic here? What could you infer from this situation? Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Sige, tingnan natin. Nakakatuwa naman yung mga sagot ng mga batang ito. So tama, Hazel Cabasag, galing, Graciela Buenceseso and Frances Katrina Velarde. That's right. The poison is in the water. Sabi nga dito, no, the victim took the pill with water. So, yung poison, nasa water. Ang galing naman nila. Ang galing nyo ha, nakuha nyo agad yon. The poison was not the pills, but it was in the glass of water that the victim drank. Okay? Mhm. Galing. Ayun. So, yun lang yung question, yun yung activity natin kasi mahahaba pa tayo kapag ang ganda sana ng activity natin right now. Don't you think, my dear online learners, talagang it will activate your critical thinking kahit ako napapaisip. Pero ang galing-galing nyo ha, you are good when it comes to guessing. Ayun na si Tutor Job. Tutor Job, they were able to answer those
Oo nga eh, nakakita ko nga.
pwede silang mag-lawyer. They could be good lawyers.
Ang gagaling.
They're good in investigating. Okay? So they have good
Mm-mm.
inferential skills. Napakagaling nila dito. Ayun po. So making difference is basically So yung mga ginawa nila, itong mga sagot nila, those are you have made this one. You read between the lines. Okay? Hindi siya
Mm,
sinabi doon, pero you were able to think about what happened. Bakit kaya
that's
namatay
right.
victim, or why did the policeman arrested the man or the husband. So they read between the lines, and that is an example, a manifestation of making an inference. And another one, Tutor Joe, sabi
Yes,
dito.
of course. When you make inference, remember, dear students, that it's not only based on opinions. Okay, it
Mhm.
can be an opinion, but it's not just the opinion, but there should be evidence on your inferences. Okay. Yes, and of course, when we make inferences, when we in texts, okay, so readers make inferences using the clues in the text along with
Yes.
your personal experiences, with your background knowledge, okay, to help you figure out what is not directly said. And of course, Tutor Ellie.
Mhm. And of course, when we make inference, we make connections. Katulad, for sure, when you were
Mm,
answering the riddles or you were answering the gibberish words, you make connections. You draw conclusions about that. The text meanings, the surrounding words, the context clues, and the purpose. Okay, that's why you were able to provide us with a great and correct
mm,
answer.
mm.
So, pwedeng-pwede na talaga sila maging lawyers, policeman, they're good investigators. Ayun. So, yun, that's just a wrap up. We should not make judgment easily, my dear online learners, sa lahat tayo ha, because we are very much gullible to information and everything that we judge easily. But we should first look at enough pieces of evidence. One evidence is not actually enough, but we have, again, sabi dito, look at enough pieces of evidence. Okay? So, another thing, Tutor Joe, that we could
Yes,
tell
sabi ko
them.
dito, we need to look at various perspectives, the
Mm-hmm.
characters or the person's background, his or her feelings, the context, and many more surrounding that certain situation or context. Okay, because knowing one aspect of the situation will make us biased and subjective because you only see one side. Okay, you're becoming
Yes.
one-sided, or you're looking at certain situations or um, looking at these things in your own point of view alone. While in fact, there are a lot of things that is happening um, that you do not see. Okay, so that's not inferring. Okay, when you are being biased, when you're being subjective, that's not inferring.
That's right. Okay. And sabi nga dito in our local context, wag assuming. Wag tayong assuming.
Mm-mm.
We should not formulate assumptions based on limited evidence or limited
Yeah.
limited details. Wag din tayong judgmental. We have to look
Mm-mm.
for more reasons, more logical reasons, and pieces of evidence so that we
And
could
there,
formulate a better judgment. Okay? So, wag
yes,
assuming hashtag wag judgmental din. Okay?
yes. And one
And,
thing also that our learners should always bear in mind, okay, not just in with our academics, also in our personal lives, that the world does not revolve around you.
mhm.
Okay? And not one person have the monopoly of all the knowledge in the world. Meaning, hindi mo alam lahat. So, wag assuming, wag judgmental.
Yes. Now, my dear online learners, if you were presented with facts and evidence, do you still have other options and ignore them? Tama ba to? Is this true or not? If you were presented with facts, binigay na sa inyo na yon, do you still have other options? Okay? Do you will ignore them? Ganun ba dapat? Is that the right thing to do? Of course, of course, the answer is no. We have to accept them even if those facts do not favor you. Kahit hindi siya favorable on your side, it's not good on your side, but it's the fact. We can do anything about it. Ignoring them does not make them go away. So remember that.
Right.
So tama si Krisha, si Ermeline, that's right, that's the tamang behavior that we want. That's the good behavior that we want. We have to accept the facts even if they don't favor us. Okay? And however, if we are presented with facts and we keep on ignoring them rather, the problem, my dear online learners, is not anymore others but our pride and egos. If
Mm-mm.
we don't want to admit that we are wrong. Yun yung pinaka-problema natin, no? Hindi natin
Yeah,
maamin na sometimes mali tayo and that is
that's
very,
right.
very dangerous. Okay? Huwag kayo ganyan, Richelle. Kami din ni Tutor Job. Minsan
Tama,
may ganun
tama.
din, pero yun, as much as possible, yun, we should not be subjective.
It
Sabi ko nga,
takes, yeah, it
we
takes
have, mhm,
maturity for us to
yes.
admit.
Alright. So yan for our assignment, kasi mag end na tayo, we have to look at the next slide and follow the given instruction. Napakadali lang ito. Wala kayong ibang gagawin dito. Magdo-drawing lang kayo dito. Kasi parang from the past sessions natin, hindi ko pa sila nakitang nag-drawing. Wala pa.
Mm.
We were not able
Okay.
to, we haven't yet told them to draw something in our activity.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So itong activity na to is from The Little Prince. And sabi dito, by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, sabi dito, si Little Prince was trying to show uh, a masterpiece, a drawing sa mga adults like us, sa mga matatanda na. And sabi dito, I showed the grown-ups my masterpiece. And I asked them, ito yung masterpiece niya, itong color brown, and I asked them if my drawing scared them. So, anong sabi ng mga adults? Tutor Job, sabi ng mga adults dun sa
Yes, they answered.
na mhm,
Why be scared of a hat? No?
mhm. Oo nga
Oo nga
naman,
naman.
mukha naman talaga siyang hat, no? It's a hat. It's a brown hat. Ba't ka naman matatakot? So, si Little Prince was so scared on this drawing of his. Pero the adults were not. Okay? So, it was revealed that the drawing was not a picture of a hat. It was a picture of a boa constrictor. Okay, it's a boa, it's a snake, a big snake, digesting or eating a whole elephant. So,
Oh.
sino ba naman talagang hindi matatakot dito, Tutor Job? 'Di ba? So masyadong judgmental yung mga adults that they didn't know the context or the background of that
Mm-mm.
situation, of that drawing of the Little Prince. So kaya pala siya natakot kasi may ahas na, that snake swallowed the entire elephant. Okay? So yun nga, huwag tayong assuming, huwag tayong judgmental. So ano yung papadrawing namin dito ni Tutor Joe? This is your next activity. You have to draw the things or thing that scare you inside the hat. So si Little Prince, he was scared of the snake with the the elephant inside of the snake. Kayo naman, ano yung kinakatakot niyo? Same with the little prince. So i-draw nyo yan, pagkasyahin nyo dyan sa sa snake na yan. Ano yung kinakatakot niyo? So pakilagay doon sa image nyo. So yun na, napakadali lang yun doon at online learners. It's already 3:50 in the afternoon. We're done with our session. So sana you
Yeah.
were able to get a lot or to learn a lot from making inferences, mga gibberish words, from identifying what's wrong in the crime situation until that sa Little Prince na simple lesson about the Little Prince. So again, this is English 9. So we're ending already our session. Thank you very much our dear online learners. Sa kanila, sino pa yung dapat pasalamatan natin, Shooter Joe? Maliban sa mga learners, also our
Yes,
parents and
our parents, our
mhm.
teachers, and the schools who continue to support our program.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
very
much.
much.
For without you, we would not have the drive to continue. But with your support, we are able to move forward. Thank you very much, po.
Thank you very much. And once again, I am your tutor Ellie from SDO Kamsur.
And I'm your tutor Joe from SDO Nueva Vizcaya. See you again
Okay.
next week.
And ingat kayo. Do the activity, draw something what scares you the most. Thank you very much and God bless.